enterprise, you could be stopped as a result of trying to bring fairness to a workplace and to try to get the money down from the super rich. And then in Germany, you have the same problem, is that you have a super rich, a bourgeois society, where you have a lot of people that are making all the money, and the 99% are helping them, and there's no way to get that 60% of wealth down to the people. But we also have to get them to agree to never stalk us and take any of that data and go beyond that. Okay, I don't agree with terrorism. I think my government should try to protect me, but at the same portion, it has to be heavily regulated in such a way that the regular citizens are not exploited and have their life ruined because they want to bring fairness to themselves and other people that are economically situated the same as they are. Thank you very much. Our meeting over here on Tuesday night around 7 o'clock. So each dog not come in here. Around maybe 19. Come in here. Second, just to mention that comment, and let's get it together. Let's start the Mannheim, the thing, Andre. So too bad like my Deutsch is nicht so good.
It's fine. It's totally fine. Go ahead. We can all understand what
Come here on Tuesday night, and let's start working on trying to empower workers and trying to get a group together so that we can start getting the better handle against what to do about the very super rich and that government and corporation connection. Okay? One last thing. Our government wants to bring someone into court. They want to prosecute them. But what about AT&T? They violated the laws too.
Yeah.
AT&T and all of your ISPs. You know what I mean when I say ISP? That's an internet service provider. You need to start figuring out, all of you Germans, to get on the corporation, the ISP, that your guys are handy, you got your PC, and start figuring out from them, are you giving our data away? Are you installing PRISM on your system? That's what you need to figure out. The other groups, okay, and figure out a way to deal with this problem. Let's just not let this go away, because if it does, you're saying to them, do it more, do it more, do it more. And they will. And they'll find certain ones of you, and they'll make an example out of you, and they'll drive your life. I'm telling you. And they can do it. I'm fearful for Snowden. They can kill you. I can tell you that. They were coming close to me, killing me. Okay? So come on Tuesday, and I want to talk to you. And we need to organize ourselves. We really do, because this is a very important thing.
You're not afraid they will revoke your passport? And you will end up in the transit area of Frankfurt International Airport?
Well, I'll tell you that would be true, except for one thing. I've already applied for asylum. Yes. And I am over here in Mannheim, as an Azul mentioned. And I'm trying to talk to my government. I'm trying to talk to Frankfurt about talking to me, about ending the stalking. I'm trying to talk to them. And they haven't come forward yet. I don't get any kind of answers. Now I'm getting ready to take my matter to the media and say, let's bring this whole thing forward. How far have you gone with your data collection? Has it gone to the point where you are stalking a person? And the answer to that is yes.
Like in Eastern Germany. They have done for 50 years in Eastern Germany.
Thank you very much. I'm an American. My name is Richard Heil. Okay, I got a German name. Okay, and my family has come from Germany, both my father's and my mother's side. Okay, my mother was born in Germany, but I'm sorry, but my German is not that good. But I do want to say that come over here on Tuesday night, Dienstagnacht, Abend, here, and sprechen with the Menschen here über die große Problem mit einer Regierung. And it is part corporation, is corporation und Regierung machen together, zusammen, for control du alles Menschen. And it is nicht for terrorism, nur terrorism, it's for andere things. Okay? They're trying to fight the terrorists. They're making einen Kampf gegen terrorism. Okay, I agree with that. I have no problem with that. But they're not going and just getting words. They're going out and collecting data on people. And when they do, if you're like myself, a capable worker advocate, they may decide that they don't. My state wanted to make an agreement with a corporation for $75 million a year. And I asked for 1% for the workers that they needed to have as far as that was concerned, plus some form of health care coverage and worker representation. They would, even though they had no chance of getting that privilege, they blamed me when they didn't. But if they would have went along with the 1%, they would have been able to get the workers together and help them get the privilege. But instead, they got nothing. But then they blamed me and started to stalk my life. And they did it for like 10 years. And it got to be to the point where they were doing things that were deadly and could kill me. Okay? And so I had to leave the United States because of that reason. I'm hoping that all of you can understand that this is a nightmare. You know, this is what do they call it? Albtraum, what you can go through. And if some of you, they decide that there's enough of a threat to their money, to their wealth, like millions of dollars, then you're nothing. You're like a little bug. They'll smash you down like nothing. You have no chance. But if you get together right now and say, no, we're going to put a halt to this kind of thing. And we're going to say, not only, I want you to say this too, okay, stop watching us and stop the stalking now. Okay? Stop the stalking now. Because that's the most extreme thing that you can do to somebody, is to take the information and start using it against somebody. That steals their freedom, that steals their life, that destroys them, and it makes an example out of them so that other people are afraid. Okay? And that's where the fear, that's the worst of it, is they want to make an example of certain people. That makes people afraid, and then that shuts people up. It's like handcuffing them. And then you're chained down, and nobody will move forward, and that's a Chinese society. And you don't have that here in Germany. But it could happen if certain ones of you, they say, we're going to put this guy down, but we're not going to just come up and put him in jail anymore. We're not going to just come up and shoot you or execute you. We're just going to diminish your life. We're going to figure out what you do with your computer. We're going to figure out what you do with your handy. We're going to figure out who your friends are. We're going to get the keys to everything you own. Okay, they got keys to everything that I own in the United States right away. My Schlüssel, they had every one. For my car, for my place where I lived, everything. And when I was gone, they knew where I was. And they come in and they put food in my food and beverages. They were poisoning me. And I was getting really sick. I was dying to die. So this is something that you have to consider. And what they want to do is demean you, especially if you're a capable writer. I'm a very capable writer. They want to take somebody like myself and say, this guy's, you know, completely wrong, he's crazy, and then we can just throw out everything that, you know, his credibility. So this is something that you really need to do, is to protect those people that are protecting you in your interest and trying to help you. Protect them.